But just to set the context, you are all aware of the State Reform Action Plan 2020, and I would like to draw your attention to reform number 43, which states that the states need to design and implement a GIS system. GIS stands for the Geographical Information System, to provide details about the land earmarked for industrial use across the states and integrate with industrial information system of DPIIT. Context of what IIS, the Industrial Information System, is. It is basically a GIS based platform which has been created for industrial infrastructure. There was a group of secretaries which in 2017 proposed and suggested that all the clusters, all the industrial parks, all the special economic zones in the country, they should be one place where both the investors as well as policymakers should be able to see these industrial parks. On that basis, this industrial information system was taken up as a focus project by DPIIT, and the actual work has been done. The development was done by National E-Governance Division along with BISAC, the Bhaskaracharya Institute, which is there. IAS, or Industrial Information System, provides a seamless experience to investors who are looking at setting up their operations in the country. And what we've observed is that in these last 6 to 7 months, because of COVID-19 being there, it has become very difficult for investors to even what to talk about foreign countries within the given country to move from one state to another state. And that is where such systems can make it much easy for an investor in their investment journey. It has been recognized as a very, very important system. And as you can see, this box below shows a specific statement as it appears in the Atmanirbhar package 4. You will see that there is a section on upgradation of industrial infrastructure, which talks both about the industrial information system as well as a sort of a ranking of these industrial areas, which also has to be carried out. Moving on, so what has been done is that, and you will see a part of this presentation is going to talk about how industrial information system actually integrates with the state's GIS systems. Now, this is a project which we have been working on for the last few months. And very interestingly, quite a few states are quite advanced in their journey of this integration. So 6 states have actually undertaken the integration. With that integration in place, Honorable Commerce and Industries and Railways Minister Shri Piyush Goyalji launched this system on 29th of August 2020. So that's the status where it stands today. The system with a good level of integration is already there, very much in place. And the second bullet here, which states that now is the time where we will be discussing on how the states need to integrate with this GIS system, which is there. Just to give you a quick picture about the industrial information system, as on today, there are close to 3,900 industrial areas, parks, special economic zones, clusters, and which are mapping a total of 5.4 lakh hectare area. And this really helps investors when they're searching for land. And as you see further in the presentation and through the demo and the video that we'll show, you will realize, how easy it makes the investor's journey. This system provides various pieces of information, such as specific plot boundaries. So you will see, as an investor, for example, if I'm wanting to set up a food processing unit, I will be able to zoom into a particular park. I will keep on zooming in till a level I will be able to see some of those vacant plots. And I will be able to see that, okay, next to this vacant plot is already a plot, for example, of a company, a Bikaner or a Haldi. You will see all of those things. So one will be able to see which are the reserve plots, who are the occupants of that plot, what activity are they doing. Plus, you will also be able to see the vacant plots which are there. Then all sorts of connectivity information is available, be it railways, be it road, where are the airports located, where are the ports located, state highways. You would see that this is one of the most comprehensive system which provides such information. Additionally, it also provides information on raw material, both mineral productivity, agricultural productivity, and we know that when an investor wants to set up its operations, where is the raw material available becomes a very critical aspect. So that's another layer which is available, as well as terrain. What are the rivers and mountainous areas? So all of those information also we will be able to see.
Thank you, sir. A very good afternoon to everyone. We launched the IS in 2017. It was a GIS system where layers on connectivity, infrastructure, and heat maps were already available. There were also about 3,000 parks which were geo-tagged onto the system. However, the information was filled one time by the states, and we wanted to ensure that that information does not become static. Like, we don't want to keep going back to the states to tell them that please update your information, or we wanted to showcase IS as a one-stop shop solution for the investors to have real-time updation, a real-time updated information, and also avoid information asymmetry on their end. For the same, we had to understand that what are the states that have a GIS system first, and prepare a standard operating guidelines on the same accord. With that standard operating guidelines, we've been able to have updated information of 6 states now, and we're also in the process of integrating that with the 7 states. So the contact details of plot owners are also there. The investors can have an overview of allotted and vacant plots as you've already, and the layers of forest, drainage, and natural terrain have also been updated. The revamped system of IS also has private parks added on to the private parks also geotagged on that.
Shiv, would you like to continue, please?
Yes. What we just saw was a more comprehensive explanation about IIS, what kind of visibility does it give to an industrial park and a state, and what kind of a visibility it gives to a state per se. So in this slide, we can see, so essentially you have two buckets of information with you. One is at the level of industrial park, and the other is at the level of the plot inside the industrial parks. We have categorized them looking at various other systems and various other information data shared by different states throughout this process of onboarding of state and integration of data on IIS. To get this integration done, what Ministry of Electronics and IT has done is we have created an integration kit, a set of 3 to 4 documents and resources, which will give a holistic handholding, a holistic view of how to go by for integration between state GIS systems and the IIS. The first and foremost document is about APIs. So APIs are essentially the set of codes that connect one system, that is for state systems or property management systems, to IIS. There is one component for the state officials, that is to verify the list of attributes that are desired in IIS. So the list of attributes that IIS has and the list of attributes and data points that the state GIS systems have, they have to be mapped to each other. There may be a component which we are calling as net land, and you may be calling as, say, total land or available land. So those kind of minor observations have to be seen by the state officials or the state IDC teams. Then there are plot level attributes, which are around 30 to 35. Then list of industrial sectors. This is very a key component to the successful integration, because what happens is the IIS system may be saying that it's a pharmaceutical park. However, the state system may be calling it a bulk drug park. So bulk drugs can be one of the say sectors in one of the states, and we may be calling it pharmaceuticals. So that kind of mapping is very critical to the successful integration. We have given out a complete list of parks, and we have requested to submit them as a key value pair. The second component is for the technical team, where the kind of JSON formats or say GIS projection settings. So a member from the GIS team and a member from the coding team would be able to have a look at it and have a clear understanding what the document talks about. Then second is the second, third, and fourth that we see, we have certain video recordings of the handholding that we did with the technical teams that may be useful for other states also. So based on the level of integration that we have achieved so far, we have tried to categorize them into 3 sections. One is the first one is end-to-end integrated. This is the final objective of the whole exercise, where the states have to reach this point. And once you reach this point, what you have to ensure is the frequency to update. Some states may have a frequency of monthly updation or weekly updation, and others can reach a level of real-time updation, which is actually the intended outcome of the exercise. and time, whenever we make minor enhancements to the APIs based on our understanding and exercises, we try to incorporate those changes in the APIs and we circulate it with the states. The second is partial integration. At times, what happens is, for example, if a state is setting up their systems and our system and their system are at a different level, so initially a partial integration has happened. In that case, states are requested to take further steps to complete the integration, and we provide them whatever additional information, additional help is required from my team, Ministry of Electronics and ITs. The third category is where there is no integration or either no state system. So this is where it's a good opportunity for the states to start with the first step being digitize their maps in case you don't have the digitized map. The states who have digitized maps, they can use a couple of recommended softwares that we have a list of software. They can be simply Postgres or Postman. So that list can be shared with the technical persons. And
I'll just like to make one comment here. So this does not replace the state will still have to develop its GIS systems as and when we do. But we are just wanting to make sure that on IAS such states also appear in the best possible manner. Sorry, Shiv, please go on.
Yes, thank you, Dushyant sir. So essentially, this is an encouragement for states to start off, and once we go through the category C, it will be very quick turnaround time thereafter we can get into and reach to category A. All right. So phase one, where we did an integration with the 6 states. So on the right hand side, you see a very detailed mapping of all the plots, plot numbers, and as I showed you for Maharashtra. So this was phase one. These were the states who were quite proactive and ready to go ahead with the integration exercise. So here also so essentially what happens is the outer, when we are starting the integration, we had requested for the files. So we took files from different states, overlaid on our maps, and got a confirmation if they're accurate and correct. So that learnings and exercises have been done. So now we have SOPs, standard operating procedures, to share with all other states who are in the process of integration or would be taking up integration in the coming days. So next slide. Phase two that is currently going on, as I showed you example from Maharashtra, Andhra, Himachal, Uttarakhand, Jharkhand, Punjab, and Karnataka. These are the other states that are lined up along with the first 6 states to get integrated. So as I told you, a lot of states have started pushing in data. So these are the pictures coming in from Himachal and Uttarakhand. So even if there is a mountain terrain, so those are very well mapped on the platform. And the kind of visibility that you see on the satellite imagery here is very brilliantly laid out in terms of the road incoming and the roads outgoing and the infra around in and around the park. It's clearly visible here. And for this, we had conducted some technical workshops based on the SOP and API documents. And that is where we did the sectoral level mapping of the industrial sectors and the plot level detailing. Then there is a certain set of states with whom we are yet to start in the process of integration. So the integration process involves, since it's an encrypted integration process, so Ministry of Electronics and IT provides a master key that is handed over to the states. There may be certain states who are yet to set up their own GIS systems. In that case, I had already listed a couple of free and open source softwares that the state teams can download and then collate their data in probably an Excel or something, and then they can use those tools to push data on IIS. So what happens is this helps in enhancing the representation on IIS as a platform. Going forward, the states who are yet to start the integration would not be left out through this mechanism. So this is a new feature or a mechanism that we have explored to bring in all other states who are yet to be integrated on it. So I think I have broadly covered all the steps. These are essentially the same. I'll reiterate them. Credentials and master keys would be provided by the team and my team, and the steps and the integration kit that has all the documents and the video recordings. And in the process, we do a quality check in terms of data, what you're sending as a pilot, and thereafter, once an acknowledgement comes from the industry team, then you can always push entire data set on. So your representation enhances then and there.